Hello everyone. So in this recording I will be doing TestNG setup for you all. Alright, and this is the PPT. I'll convert it into a PDF and upload it on Udemy so that if you want to refer to the PDF directly you can also do that. Okay, so the objective is to set up TestNG environment in Eclipse. So I've written down all the steps in this presentation. I will be referring to this PPT and I'll show the exact thing in Eclipse as well. So what do we have to do first? We have to open Eclipse and then the following steps. I've given a screenshot also. I've pasted the screenshot here. So if you want to follow the PDF, you can do so. I have pasted all the screenshots in this presentation. So I'll go straight to Eclipse. I already have Eclipse open up here. Alright, so I've got Eclipse. What you have to do is you have to go to Help, okay, and go to Eclipse Marketplace. You can also choose to go to Install New Software, but I prefer Eclipse Marketplace over Install New Software because this is easy. You just have to click on it. Alright, and you can see that there's a Find option here. Now once this green bar is done, alright, it's done. Now I'll type TestNG here, okay, TestNG, click on Go. Alright, it's checking for updates. So it'll take a while, and same as with the installation also. It'll take a while. Alright, now you can see I don't have any update to be done. I already have it installed, so I don't have any other option. It's already saying that it's installed here, but when you will do it for the first time, you will get an install option here, okay? And in the screenshot, if I show you, I've given you the exact screenshot that you'll see when you'll do it for the first time. So if I go to the PPT, you can see here, I'll go to the next slide. Alright, so here I'm searching for it, and here if you can see I've got TestNG and it says install. So for the first time it will ask you to install, so just click on this button. We'll go back to Eclipse. Now it's already installed, so I don't have to do anything here. Now if you've got TestNG, maybe a version which is which is maybe 4 months old or 5 months old or 6 months old, and if you're getting an option to update TestNG, you can choose to update also TestNG if you already have TestNG here in Eclipse. Alright, now since you cannot see install option, you cannot see these buttons also enabled, but when you will have this install button, you will get the next button also here. So I'll go back and refer to the PPT so you can see the exact thing. Now install, now when it searches for TestNG and when you say install, what it'll do, it'll start resolving the features of TestNG, and the next option it'll give you is to have TestNG and TestNG M2E integration. Now that's optional for Maven integration, and this one is required. Now that's entirely up to you what you want to do, okay? We'll have both the ones. I mean, I have done the installation for both the options, so I've chosen this, and then I'll click on confirm. Now once I click on confirm, I get this. So you will see a pop-up, another window that says accept the terms of the license agreement. So you check this radio button and click on finish. Now once you finish, what happens is on the right hand side, I'll take you back to Eclipse here. Now let me cancel this. Okay, I'll take you back to Eclipse here. Now somewhere here you'll start seeing that some percentage of a new software has got installed, so it'll keep showing you installing this, installing. So it's okay, alright, let it install. Now in between, maybe once it reaches 30% or 40%, it will give you this pop-up. It'll say you are installing software that contains unsigned content. Do you still want it? So just say yes, install anyway. So click on install anyway. Now once TestNG gets installed, it'll ask you to restart Eclipse. Please do so, because then only your TestNG will come into effect. So click on restart now. Now once your Eclipse gets restarted, we are all set to create a new TestNG class. So for this, I will take you again back to Eclipse. Now, I'm going to create a new Java project here. Why? Because I already have Eclipse, and I want to show you these steps from scratch. So what I'll quickly do is I'll go to File, New Java Project, and I'll say for TestNG. I'll just say TestNG project. Okay. And finish. Now I've got JRE library here. What I'll quickly do is go to new. I'll create a package, here in source folder. So I'll go and create package. I'll just name it as TestNG. Alright, I'll leave it till here. Finish. I've got this. I don't have Selenium Jars here, so make sure that you get the Selenium Jars also. Now the next thing is you have to create a TestNG class. Now TestNG class is different from your normal Java class. Alright, I'll be talking about NextNG in TestNG part 1 recording. Okay, so here what you have to do is just right click, go to new, and go to other, the last option. If your TestNG installation is correct, alright, then you will get to see this folder TestNG, and if you click on this folder you will see TestNG class. You have to create a TestNG class and not a normal Java class. So we'll select TestNG class, click on next. Now package name, it has already picked the package name. This is my source folder. If you can see, that's test project /src. That's my package name, TestNG. I have to name my class, so maybe I'll name it as my first TestNG class. Alright, now these are annotations. We will be talking about annotations in the next recording. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you anything about annotations as of now, so I'll leave this portion and I'll click on finish. Now once I click on finish, you can see that I've got a few errors here in my project because of in the test class, and here within the test class also. Now if you take here, it says the import org.testng cannot be resolved. That means something is missing. And what are import statements? They're nothing but these are the packages, right? So what we are supposed to do is we're supposed to bring in these things, these classes, these packages into the workspace or into the project. How do we get them? By getting the jars, required jars. So what you're supposed to do is just click on it. We've got TestNG library in Eclipse, but we haven't configured it in our project, right? So we're supposed to add this TestNG library into our projects. Just double click on it and the errors go off, and you can see that this library, we've got it here, TestNG, and all the jars related to TestNG are present here, right? So since TestNG, we installed TestNG as a plugin for Eclipse, you can see the location of these jars is Eclipse Oxygen, the place where I've got my Eclipse installed. Right? So we've got the jars. The next important thing is to get the Selenium jars into the project. Okay, now that's about having the Selenium setup in place. In next recording we'll be talking about other topics. I have divided this entire TestNG into two parts, part 1 and part 2. So in part 1 we'll be talking about some basic stuff related to TestNG, alright, some easy stuff, and in part 2 we'll be moving to data providers, parallel testing, parameters, working with data providers along with Excel sheet. So all the difficult part goes into the second part, part 2, and in part 1 we'll be talking about the easy stuff. Believe me guys, TestNG is very easy and you will love working with it. Alright, so that's it from my end for this setup class. See you all in the next class. Bye for now. Thank you.